I don't know, I remember my favourite reaction in English. This was from an American professor of literature who came in through the door, came to the centre of the room, looked around, and went, "This is a bookshop!" It's really lovely. But the other thing that I really love in terms of reactions is there's a German one sometimes that they come in, they look around. Old Kreuzberg. And there's that's something I really love because it does give me that feeling of connection and that I am carrying on something of the Kreuzberg I first knew when I first came to Berlin 30 years ago. One of the ways in which that there is a kind of a link, a funny private-public link for me in the shop is with the Evil Bookshop. So okay, that came about because I started the bookshop with about 12,000 books of my own, so I was really used to people coming around to see me and looking at my books as one of the first things, and then they'd have some kind of idea about the sort of things I was interested in, and and I knew that I'd lose that with the bookshop. So I thought, okay, what can I do about it? I will start up a shelf, and it will have evil books in it, and I will be able to keep them away from contaminating the public, and I will show by a negative what my taste in books is like, or at least something about values. And then over the years people have added things, and it's an interesting collection. I mean, it's got the standard things like Justin Bieber and the usual candidates. One of the things in terms of communities that we serve is the queer community here in Berlin. And we're restarting a whole set of reading events. Okay, so this is called Transitionless Translation. So imagine a place where all the inhabitants speak either French or German, sometimes with an in-between slang dialect. You're German, but a bit atypical. You spent more than the usual time talking with the French, and your slang forms reflect that. And then one day you wake up and everything's changed. You understand French, and your German starts to fade in ways that you don't clearly understand. French makes sense. And Germans, oh God, those pointless drills, those martial endeavours, that ridiculous allergy to wearing garlic. How could you have been locked up in that much Germanness? And you change outside and try and change yourself more because you know you can't live in a world where everyone speaks the same language, where everyone speaks the wrong language to you. It is the language, the way it changes you through use. That's the thing. Not identity as in a passport, but to speak the world as it newly is, in the shapes that now have meaning for you. Well, basically, like, okay, what do I do now? What's my status? I mean, I live here, I don't live in the UK, I have no idea, no reason to go back to the UK at all, but do I want to take on German citizenship? Yeah, I mean, I think I'd prefer, like most people, I'd prefer a European passport. German one, can't I have a Berlin passport? Can't I have a Kreuzberg passport? Maybe I should be just issuing my own passport.
I love that So maybe that also brings us to the name of the bookshop being...
God, how many are there? The one I took it from anyway was Jew of Malta, which goes, "Thou hast committed fornication." Ah, but that was in another country, and besides, the wench is dead.